this is a really good one. Let me make sure I know which the ones I'm going for. Sometimes I get them all confused because they have, ooh, we're going to talk about killer costumes, right? So there is a crab, super cute little decorative crab, right? Puts all the fancy shells on him and all the fancy algae. So that's cool if you're decorating, because then you're what? If you want to like decorate to look like your surroundings, you're doing what? You're camouflaging. Good job, love it. But a more effective camouflage, if you take a chemically defended something, like a seaweed, and then you put that on you, what is that going to do? Yeah, if anything tries to eat you, it's not going to eat you because you took someone else's chemical defense and then you used it for your own self, right? So we see this with, let me check the name. Let's see. Dictyota, a decorator crab. So they put that on them. Another example of this, who loves sea slugs? Yeah? Everyone? If you don't, come visit me at work. I promise you will love them after a day in the tide pools with me. So sea slugs are amazing. They're super squishy, right? That's great. That's why I became a marine biologist, to play with super squishy things. But the thing that's the negative about being super squishy is then what happens?
You get squished.
You get squished or you get eaten, right? You get eaten. It's all about not getting eaten. Sorry. And so if you're already going to be super squishy, you don't have a shell, right? Because most sea slugs don't have a shell. What might you do?
Get somebody else's.
Oh, you're going to steal someone else's, right? So we have some really cool snails. We'll call the sea slug Tylodyna fundrina. That's the funnest scientific name of my life. It's this little yellow kind of a pistol ring, so sea slug. And what they do is they crawl up on the sulfur sponges, right? And then they eat them, and then they have the sulfuric acid in them, right? Because sulfur sponges have some forms of sulfuric acid that's super feisty, right? And then no one wants to eat the Tylodyna fundrina because they have the sulfuric acid in them. It's a very effective mechanism if you don't want to create your own, right? Because energy, remember, energetically expensive to create your own chemical defense. Let's go in the back. Right here, you. He had a really fun history note about the Elfin forest. We should share that later.
It's a big ticket.
Golden ticket. Green.
Dispersal of settlement.
Oh, dispersal and settlement. So this is a fancy word to basically be like, where do I find a home, right? So a lot of animals in the intertidal, maybe not so much here in the Elfin forest, or like trees and stuff, but it really matters on where you are, right, or where you land. So, take for instance barnacles. Everyone loves barnacles, right? Yeah. I love barnacles. So everyone's favorite crustacean. People don't think they're crustaceans, but they are. So where a barnacle lands in the tide pools really matters. Why? Because you only get one shot, right? One shot for glory. And so they're swimming in the plankton as little baby barnacles, and then they're starting to cue in on different habitat scents, right? If there's barnacle predators in this area on this rock, am I going to want to land right here? No. If I can smell my friends, the other barnacles, am I going to want to land with them? Yeah, because they're there. I mean, it must be good for me too, right? And so that works sometimes better than other times. But so the barnacles, because they stay in one spot for their entire lives, it's really important that they land in a good spot. And so they use these little habitat cues, habitat senses, in order to find those areas. That's just one example. A lot of animals use these chemicals to hone in on where their home should be. We got two more, you guys. Oh, I could do this all day. Let's go here in the back.
Oh yeah, read it. SOS, please someone help me.
Oh my goodness. Please. This is such a good one. SOS, please someone come to rescue me. I'm a big Rihanna fan, I understand. So we kind of touched a little bit about this, but we'll talk about it here in the sense of the trees. tree, right? And you're getting eaten. Remember, we kind of reviewed this already. Maybe, I don't know if this happens with the oak beetles, but it might. What might you do if you can't move and you got this thing that's eating you? What would you do?
Call for help.
Call for, she read the token, right? Yes, call for help. So they actually call this, it's a hypothesis, the talking trees hypothesis, in which that these trees are like talking to each other to be like, call for help, right? They're exuding these chemicals to be like, something's eating me, I don't want it to be eating me anymore, and I need some help. So we'll call in different like other predators of the thing that's eating you. This happens with seaweed in the intertidal too. Seaweeds have so many chemicals, did you know? So there's a seaweed called Ascophyllum. We have it on the East Coast. And these little littorine snails, little black guys, they'll start to trow down, right? And so what they do, the seaweeds release a chemical to a crab, and this crab comes in and is like, I got you, right? I'm gonna eat all these little snails off of you. So again, those trait-mediated indirect interactions, right? It's changing someone else's trait in order to save yourself. That's pretty crazy, right? That's like very like high-level ecological interaction that they've developed. They call it a chemical arms race, right? A different kind of chemical arms race, in which they're always kind of like trying to one-up each other and like save each other with the chemicals, right? Okay, the best for last. Let's see who's gonna go.